Models at? Where's the adults? That's the question we all trying to figure out.
Hey, Bay Squad, it's your girl, Brett, going live with the Bree Talk in Bay Squad. We got to talk about Vanity Fair embarrassing the MAGA crew. Now, before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my faith, the vegan water, and let's get into the mess, shall we?
Now, I was unaware that Vanity Fair did pictures post-mortem. They not dead? Oh, okay. So they not dead. Anywho, if you've ever wondered what a racist Care Bear looks like up close, then this would be it. This is the result of not using sunscreen and being a horrible person. My God, Caroline, let me back up. Father Time beat the hell out of her, didn't she? Nobody likes her. Not her makeup artist, not this photographer, not the person that did her injectable. Look at her lips. This is a direct result of being a hateful person and having it seep through your skin. No amount of surgery can fix this. This man is a cartoon villain. If you ever wondered what a naked turtle looked like, look no further. And you may be wondering, Rashonda, why are you showing me characters from the game of Clue? But I assure you it is not. Although she does look like that she hit someone in the head with a wrench in the billiards room, this lady right here has been here since the beginning of time. She's shocked she's still alive. Now, this man has been rode hard and put up wet, and his melancholy look is sponsored by racism. That's right. The lines on his face is a map to a treasure of where he laid his dignity down. He won't be able to find it. Now, I thought Alfred Hitchcock was dead and gone. I can't do this.
Who approved this? Who had the final authority and approved this hit piece by Vanity Fair? Because my God, this is so crazy. I've never seen nothing like this. And you know what, Vanity Fair, I was not aware of the game you was playing, sister, because this is nasty. Baby, this is top tier level nasty work. Because look at the edited photos. They're so much better. And let's get into what Susie Wiles had to say because, woo, child, this is something else, hun.
Susie Wiles tells Whipple this. Some clinical psychologist that knows 1 million times more than I do will dispute what I'm going to say, but high-functioning alcoholics or alcoholics in general, their personalities are exaggerated when they drink. And so I'm a little bit of an expert in big personalities, Wiles said. Trump has, quote, an alcoholic's personality. He, quote, operates with the view that there's nothing he can't do, nothing, zero, nothing, end quote. J.D. Vance, who she describes like this, quote, he's been a conspiracy theorist for a decade, end quote. As for how J.D. Vance traveled from the belief that he said publicly that Trump might be, quote, America's Hitler, or, quote, a cynical a-hole like Nixon, not to mention an idiot, to now serving as his vice president, Susie Wiles offers this explanation, quote, his conversion came when he was running for the Senate, and I think his conversion was a little bit more sort of political, end quote. As for Russ Vought, the architect of Project 2025 and the director of the Office of Management and Budget, he's a, quote, right-wing absolute zealot, end quote. Regarding Elon Musk, who took a chainsaw to the federal government, Susie Wiles says this, quote, he's an avowed ketamine user, and he sleeps in a sleeping bag in the OEOB in the daytime. And he's an odd duck, as I think geniuses are. You know, it's not helpful, but he is his own person, end quote. The journalist, Chris Whipple, adding this, quote, when I asked her, Susie Wiles, what she thought of Elon Musk reposting a tweet about public sector workers killing millions under Hitler, Stalin, and Mao, she replied, quote, I think that's when he's microdosing, end quote. The White House Chief of Staff describing the President of the United States, the Commander-in-Chief, the person atop the nuclear command structure, as someone with an alcoholic's personality, that the vice president is simply there for politics, that he's an unprincipled conspiracy theorist and has been for a decade. That is not normal. Susie Wiles, his chief of staff, is his chief enabler. Bounds telling Vanity Fair this, quote, her job is to actually facilitate Trump's vision and to make his vision come to life, end quote. Wiles actually is blowing Trump's cover. Here's what she says about Trump's campaign to prosecute his political enemies. Back in March, I'd asked Wiles, quote, do you ever go to Trump and say, look, this is not supposed to be a retribution tour? Yes, I do, Susie Wiles replied. We have a loose agreement that the score settling will end before the first 90 days are over. In late August, I asked Susie Wiles, quote, remember when you said to me months ago that Trump promised to end the revenge and retribution tour after 90 days? Quote, I don't think he's on a retribution tour, she said. A governing principle for him is, I don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else. And so people that have done bad things need to get out of government. In some cases, it may look like retribution, and there may be an element of that from time to time. Who would blame him? Not me. But regarding the Tish James case, Susie Wiles admits this, quote, well, that might be the one retribution. And on the Comey case, Susie Wiles says, quote, I mean, people could think it does look vindictive. I can't tell you why you should not think that. Susie Wiles said of Trump, quote, I don't think he wakes up thinking about retribution, but when there's an opportunity, he will go for it, end quote. In a statement, the White House stood by Susie Wiles today. She released her own statement on X saying that the article was a, quote, hit piece and that it was missing context. Okay, they're literally all
the fact
her
that
quotes.
Susie Wiles is out here trying to clean it up. No, mama, you said those things. You said it and you meant it. You were quoted. They quoted you. Christopher ain't just a Rudy Poo content creator. He is a journalist, okay? He's a renowned journalist at that. And the fact that he got you on record saying these things. J.D. Vance, the vice president, popped out to do a press conference just because of you. Baby, MAGA is failing. First, it was Erica Kirk. Now you have this whole Venezuela debacle. And then you got Susie Wiles just over there just telling all of the White House business. It is just, baby, what a time to be alive. To the girlies who write in the history books, I know they have been kikiing and, oh my goodness, and clutching their pearls since 2024. And we at the end of 2025, baby. But what are your thoughts on this, Space Squad? Or what are your opinions? Do you think Susie Wiles is in trouble? Comment down below. I gotta go. Bye, hoes.